We're at the middle of 2025. Lumix has announced three cameras since the beginning of this year: the S1R2, the S12, and the S12E. And whenever someone tells me they want to get into videography, content creation, or even advanced to maybe intermediate photography or even a pro, there's one camera I always recommend to them if their budget is between $1,000 to $2,000. And that is always the Panasonic Lumix S5, the first generation, not the 2X. The OG Lumix S5. And even though I upgraded to the Lumix S5 2X, I still have my S5 right here. The S5 2X is shooting this video that you guys are watching. I still recommend this camera, and I'm going to tell you guys why. Let's dive into this video. So the Panasonic Lumix S5 was announced and released in 2020. And I got my unit in 2021, upgraded from the Lumix G7 Micro Four Third camera because I wanted a full frame camera. Not only that, I wanted a full frame hybrid camera that I can use to take professional photos and also use to record professional videos for both clients and also my personal stuff for like YouTube and social media. And after doing a ton of research, watching a lot of reviews for over a year, I had three cameras in my list of what I would want to purchase to suit my needs. It was the Lumix S5, of course, the Sony a7S III, and the Canon R6 at the time. And with all the boxes I had to be checked, like the price, the features, and what I was getting within the package in that camera, the Lumix S5 ticked almost all of those boxes. And I used this camera to boost my career to where I am now. I've shot large projects, music videos, even worked with the government on projects using this camera right here. This camera built who I am right now in photography and video works from the ground up and has taught me a lot of tricks, a lot of lessons as well. And I know this camera almost like the back of my hand, and it's an amazing camera. That's why I don't hesitate to recommend it to someone looking for a camera, depending on their use case and their budget as well. But right now I've been recommending it a lot during 2025 because Panasonic has been releasing new cameras to replace the S5 right here, and to also upgrade other cameras within their full frame lineup of cameras. And because of that, this camera tend to be selling for really low prices, whether used or even new, on a lot of websites. It takes amazing photos. It's very good with videos. Like, video is one of its strong point. This camera, I've got a lot of top-notch videos out of this camera, created some phenomenal projects, and I've done stuff I didn't know I could do or I could capture with this camera. This camera also helped me to grow as it relates to color grade, because the G7 was an 8-bit camera and the S5 is a 10-bit camera. So you know the difference with colors from million to billion colors in this little camera right here. But the main reason I upgraded from the S5 to the S5 2X was to get ProRes RAW internally. You can get ProRes on the S5, but you have to do it externally with the Atomos Ninja V. You can also get B-RAW with the Blackmagic external recorder from the S5. But I didn't have the extra to spend when I got the S5 to get an external recorder, so I just stick with the codecs that came internally from the Lumix S5 as it relates to videos. The second reason why I got the S5 2X was the autofocus. Now, for my talking headshots, this is one of the main reasons why I decided to get the S5 2X, because I have no one here most of the time helping me to monitor my videos to make sure I'm in focus and the camera is not losing focus and pulsing or whatever it does with the contrast detect autofocus from the original S5. The S5 2X uses phase detect autofocus, which came out on the S5 II and then also on the S5 2X and all the cameras that followed within Lumix camera ecosystem. So that was one of the other reasons why I upgraded to the S5 2X for the better autofocus. But the autofocus on the S5 is still usable, don't get me wrong, especially for photography. It holds up pretty well. It's just not as sticky as I would want it to be, especially compared to like Sony or Canon. That's the reason I wanted the A7S III and the Canon EOS R6, because of the autofocus. But the price is what was holding me back from pulling the gun on getting those cameras. And that's why I ended up with the S5. And I don't regret it. I've learned to master manual focus and to learn how the focus on the S5 work, and I've learned to maneuver it and also fine-tune my skills as a videographer with the S5 and its shortcomings as it relates to autofocus. So once again, I've made a million videos about this camera. If you're going to buy a video or photo camera hybrid in 2025 and you're on a tight budget but want a very powerful camera, bang for buck, get the Panasonic Lumix S5. I'm Chevaughn Beckford, and if you like this video, feel free to hit the subscribe button or the like button. And if you want to see more Lumix content, filmmaking or photography content, hit the subscribe button and the like button so you can be notified whenever I release something new. Chevaughn Beckford, S5, signing out.